So I just picked up some goodies from Glossier at Pont City Market in Atlanta. And this is my first time going inside of the store and just looking at everything that they have. They have all the products out for you to test out, but they have like all the products in the back if you wish to purchase. So that was very different. I don't feel like any other makeup stores do that. So I did end up getting 3 items. I originally went in there for the foundation. So I did pick up the Glossier Stretch Fluid Foundation. I'm going to be demoing that today. I'm also gonna do a wear test for y'all because I'm getting ready to head to Fright Fest at Six Flags over Georgia. And I also picked up the concealer balm in the shade Medium Deep 1. I'm going to use this to do concealer underneath my eyes. I did not use that today, y'all. And then lastly, I picked up the perfume. I got the size 50 ml, and I'm still trying to determine if I like this perfume or not. I liked it when I smelled it in stores. I'm not sure if I like how it meshes with my body's chemistry, so I don't know about the perfume, y'all. If you have this perfume and you love it, let me know. Or you tried this perfume at all and you don't like it, just let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. So I have to hurry up and run out the door. I'm running so late, but I definitely want to do a first impressions on the Glossier Fluid Foundation. If you want to find out my thoughts on it, how it applies on my skin, as well as see how it wears throughout the day, then definitely stay tuned. So let's start out by prepping the face. I already did my skincare routine, my serums, moisturizers, all of that. That's set on my skin for about an hour. You don't have to let it set on your skin for that long, but you definitely want it to set in before you apply your foundation. I'm gonna go in with the MAC Fast Response Eye Cream, and I'm applying this underneath my eye. I'm also gonna go a little on the eyelid because my eyelids have been dry lately. I had like an allergic reaction the other day. So I definitely want to make sure that I use some eye cream around my eyes to get that area nice and prepped, or this foundation and concealer is not going to go on so well. And my go-to primer is usually the Smashbox Primer Water and the Milk Makeup Hydro Grip Primer, but I'm actually going to use something different today. So I recently went back to the Tarte Shape Tape Pore and Prime Balm, and this is so good at getting rid of any pores that you have on your skin, but you really want to make sure that you rub it into the skin. If you let it just sit on top of the skin without rubbing it in good, you're not gonna like this primer. But I'm telling you, if you really take the time to push it like into your skin, it's so good. And I really like using it just like on the center of my face. I don't really put too much like on my cheek area. I like to definitely use it here on my smile lines and above my mouth, but I mainly focus right here in my T-zone area. So now it's time for the main attraction. This is the Glossier Stretch Fluid Foundation for buildable coverage. This foundation is described as a hydrating gel cream foundation that nourishes skin for buildable light to medium coverage with a natural to you finish. And here is what the foundation looks like once you take it out of the packaging. It's a super sleek glass bottle with a metal cap, and it is your standard 1 fluid ounce size, which is pretty much a standard foundation size, especially for like luxury brands or Sephora brands. So it says that the coverage is up to medium. It is a natural finish. I did get this foundation in the shade Deep 1, which has a golden undertone. They have 4 different undertones for each section of their foundations. One thing that I have noticed about the cap already is that it shows fingerprint and it makes it look so dirty. I don't like that, but that's just like packaging aesthetic type things. Let's try the foundation because I tried it on in store. I did go to the Pont City location in Atlanta and I really liked the way that it looked in store. So it does have a pump, and I think I'm going to start off with 2 pumps. That's a good amount. And as you can see, it's very slowly moving down my hand, so it's not very liquidy. It does have a gel like consistency to it, which I think I'm really gonna like. I'm going to apply this foundation with a brush today. This is the It Cosmetics Heavenly Luxe number 7 brush, and I'm gonna be using the foundation side of it, and I'm going to apply it to the right side of my face and just blend it out. So I feel like I picked the right undertone for sure, but the crazy part is when I looked at the different foundations in the group range deep, it looked like it was getting darker, even though the sales rep told me that they're all like the same shade except different undertones. She said once you start blending it, it will be just fine. So we are going to see, and we're only gonna do 1/2 of the face so you can see what this foundation looks like. This foundation does have a weird smell to it. I can't describe it. Like it's not a horrible smell, but it's not pleasant. So it blends in really nice, and it definitely does look like skin. I have been more into like more skin-like foundations as of late. I don't know, y'all. I feel like the color is just fine, but am I loving it? I don't know. I feel like it's giving like a tinted moisturizer, like that kind of coverage, and I was expecting maybe just a tad bit more. So let's go ahead and apply to the rest of the face and see like if my thoughts change. I do like the price point of this foundation though, y'all. It's $34, which I think is a great price for like a Sephora brand foundation, a more like luxury brand foundation, because y'all know some of these foundations can get up there. I just want a little bit more coverage with this foundation, but it does say light to medium, so your girl is probably just hoping for some more coverage when it's just not that kind of vibe. It's not a bad foundation, it's just simply not wowing me. This foundation is heavily skincare based, which I thought I would really enjoy it because I've been loving the new MAC foundation, but this is not giving as much coverage as the MAC foundation, which I knew it wasn't going to. But y'all, I just wish it was just a tad bit more coverage. Maybe I'm tripping. What do y'all think about this foundation though? I'm gonna do the rest of my makeup and we'll see what it's giving. So here is my makeup after I finish everything. So after I added my concealer, my powder and everything, it actually isn't a bad look. Like, I'm not even mad at this. It actually looks really nice. I feel like this is the perfect amount of coverage for what I'm doing today. So I am going to Fright Fest. So we're gonna see how this holds up on rides, it being hot outside, sun being out, all of that. And we'll see my final thoughts on this foundation. And I know my makeup is super simple today. I didn't want to do too much to go to Six Flags. I really wanted my skin to just look like perfection, but not like I'm doing too much, you know? So I don't even have lashes on. I literally have on mascara and just bronzer in the crease, bronzer on my face, no highlighter, concealer, powder, foundation, lip gloss, brows, that's it. And if you like this kind of vibe, definitely check out my no makeup look. That one's a little bit more elevated than this, but it's the same type of look. So don't kill me, y'all, but I know I was supposed to do an update on the Glossier Stretch Foundation, but yesterday when I filmed the video, after I got back from Six Flags, I was so tired, y'all, so I didn't even feel like doing an update. But I did wear the foundation for over 8 hours, and the foundation had a little bit of breakage here and also underneath my eyes, but that could be due to the concealer. As far as underneath the eyes, my concealer normally doesn't break up under the eyes like that though, but maybe it's because of like the wind and being on roller coasters and everything. Like, I was screaming and having a good time on Goliath, y'all. I was like, let's go. Yeah, I love roller coasters. I definitely feel like this isn't a must needed foundation. If you're someone who loves light coverage foundations, then definitely give this one a try. But if you're someone who wants a little bit more coverage to cover like imperfections and things of that sort, I don't think that this foundation is for you. So me personally, I feel like I could have passed on this foundation. It's not a bad foundation. Like, it feels really good on the skin. You literally cannot feel the foundation on, but I feel like I can get a little bit more coverage with my Rare Beauty Tinted Moisturizer. So I would go for like a tinted moisturizer before I would grab this foundation, which kind of defeats the point of even having it, to be honest. I'm not really a fan, y'all. I know my makeup is different now. I just finished filming a birthday makeup tutorial for y'all, so you will see that next. If you're excited for that, definitely stay tuned. So yeah, I'm not wearing that foundation today, of course, but I feel like it looked good after I finished my full face of makeup. So I don't know, like, I'm on the fence about it. What do y'all think about this foundation? Do you think it's worth it or nah? I do really love that it has really great skincare ingredients in the foundation. So yeah, if you love this foundation, I'm sorry, but I definitely don't recommend it, in my opinion, for how I like to use foundation and for the reasons that I explained before. So I hope that y'all enjoyed this video, regardless of whether I liked it or not. I'm always gonna give y'all my honest thoughts about a foundation. I really thought I was gonna like this foundation more than I did. I typically don't do a video on a foundation unless like I like it or I'm really interested in it. This one surprised me. Thank y'all so much for watching this video. If there's any new foundations that y'all would like me to try out, or it could be an old foundation that I've just never shown on my channel, definitely let me know in the comment section down below and I will get to that next. And if you're interested in checking out my latest video, be sure to click the box right here. I'm sharing all of my fall favorite products.